Hey, what's up there, Spanlink? My name is Scott. I'm a UCE personnel here in the UC department, and today we're going to go over a quick video on how to archive configs to a TFTP server or something along the lines of that. So let's just dive right into it, okay? So right here I have a copy of, this is Secure CRT. We're going to use the UCE table switch that's underneath the UCE lab over here just for demonstration purposes. I've already logged in, I already have my username and password in there, and we're already in here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get into config mode so we can actually access the archive. And then we're going to type archive. It's going to appear right there, and as soon as we press enter, boom, you're in. It's like an on-off button here. So a couple options we have with the archive. We can choose where it's going to go with path. We can choose how many maximum times we back it up to the local device, but not to anything on path. We can log certain things and roll back, write memory, which we'll get to first. But right away, we want to archive a config, right? So the first thing we're going to do is type in log, and we're going to log the config. So now we're going to get into the log config, and this is kind of a different access as we're going to see what we have to choose here. So we can hide the keys is what I would suggest. If you don't have service password encryption on, this will do that for you. So we got hide keys, and we can log certain other parameters, but if we just want to log the entire config, we're just going to choose that. So I'm going to exit this, I'm going to go back out. I'm also going to now select a path, and the path is where we're going to put or what we're going to use here, where we're going to send our config. So we have the different options here. We have FTP. If you want to use FTP, you have to type in IP FTP, username and password and that type of thing to get on there. Otherwise, just for simplicity, we're going to use TFTP. And I like this because it's super easy. We're going to do 2x, and we're going to find the IP address of whatever device we're going to use. In this case, my VM is 10.1.0.172. 10.1.0.172, and another whack there. And now if we were just pressed enter, what would happen is the device would send a backup to a folder of your choosing, but it would just send a folder of a timestamp. What we want to do is we want to have it actually send off a host name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do $H and then an underscore. And what this does is this gives me the host name of the device, which would be UC phone table switch, and then an underscore, because if I didn't have that underscore, it would put the date right next to the host name without any space, and that'd be hard to read. So I'm going to slap that in there now. What else am I going to do? I'm going to do time period. And the time period is how often this is going to run. So you can have either 1 minute to every year. This is 365 days. I'm going to do every day, which would be 1440. So that's in minutes there. And I'm also going to do write memory, which is kind of neat, because write memory, what this does is every time you write memory or copy run start, it throws the config into the archive real quick of what you just entered. So that's pretty cool too. So we're going to run that. And as of now, that's all we really need. So let's go back over here. Here's my TFTP server. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this out. Clear out the log. It's running. I have this pointed to a folder right over here. As you can see, just because I just did that write memory, it just threw that in there now. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and exit this. Let's exit again. And let's actually do a write memory. And then boom, there it goes. So what this does is it throws up the host name, and it throws up the date too and time of UTC, keep in mind. So we can edit this, and I can actually go in here and we can actually see the running config of this small switch, and you can see our archive right here. So in a nutshell, that's the easiest way to do it. There are some other parameters that you can use. You can do the question mark and you can look inside yourself, but what I would do is I would just run that and have that run at a certain time. Keep in mind, as soon as you press enter from that time period, that's the time that it's going to do it from that point on. Keep that in mind. So if you have any more questions or anything else, let me know. I can be reached at extension 2215, or you can talk to anybody in the UCE department. As always, I thank you for viewing, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.